Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to another Magic the Gathering Arena stream. And quickly before we get started, I just want to remind you that this stream is brought to you by FlipsideGaming.com. Check out FlipsideGaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now, you can order Secrets of Strixhaven items there. You can also pre-order Marvel's superhero items as well, or pick up any number of other great things on their website, Magic-related and otherwise. Remember, if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the US. And if you're looking for a direct link to their site, just check out the description. Or after the stream is over, I will also put a link in the comment section as well. So either place, you can link directly there. Check them out. They've been a great sponsor of the channel for a very long time. And they are a local game store. Awesome to work with. And yeah, check out what they got when you get a chance. Also, before I get started, I do want to say thank you to one of our silver patrons, and that is Joseph. Joseph, thank you so much for your long-term support on Patreon. I truly could not do this without viewers like yourself, so I do want to take a moment to say thank you and that I do appreciate everything. So thank you, Joseph. And now, without any further ado, let's head over to Arena. And Secrets of Strixhaven, we're going to try again today. We streamed yesterday. What did we do? 2 and 3. Kind of a rough deck, but yeah, we squeaked a few wins out, a couple wins. That was good. We're gonna try again. This is a tough format for me, I think, compared to others. I haven't had as much success, and we'll see. I think I'm getting a better handle on it though the more we go. So I don't know. Shall we jump in? A couple other things too before I get started. My stream, I know last Sunday I had a lot of trouble with it. So far, so good. So if I do have stream issues and it cuts out, what I'll do is try to come back, or else I will, I'll just record the rest of the games and post them, and just get by that way. But hopefully, it worked great yesterday. Hopefully, I did make some changes. Hopefully, we're there now. So we'll see. And if you're wondering about the Market Watch, I mentioned this yesterday too. I'm hoping to get a Market Watch in very soon, maybe within the next couple weeks, sometime in the first half of the month, maybe get hopefully back to that schedule. I do have some family stuff going on, and those videos take a very long time to research, and I just haven't had that time, unfortunately, the last few weeks. So they'll be back soon, but until then, I'm going to do something, and whether it's these gameplay videos or something, to just still be around so we can still chat and everything. All right, well, I think that's everything. So we might as well get going here. Yup. Sure. Take my gems. Take my gems, please. A little bit slow right now. Probably a lot of people are watching the Pro Tour. That's going on right now. There we go. Top 8. Actually, has it started yet? It's about to start. Yeah, I think it starts in a couple minutes. So, it was fun. I've been watching it here and there. It's been a fun event to watch. Standard was interesting, actually. Still seems pretty healthy. A lot of Izzet decks came in, but in the top 8, a lot of Selesnya decks, Landfall decks seem to do well. So, to get to the top 8 anyway. So, good stuff. All right, what do we open here? We need to hit. I feel like we never hit any real bombs. Like, this is fine, but this is not a bomb by any means. So what's the best card here? I mean, this is probably it. Let's just see what's. I mean, a Braid's great. This is actually good. I want to try to avoid Golgari. I feel like I keep falling into it though because nobody wants to draft it. Yeah, so hopefully maybe we can try to go blue-green instead of black-green. We'll see what gets passed our way. There's also, I mean, the best decks are multicolor. We probably want to go at least 3 colors, so maybe we can splash some black or maybe some red, or maybe yeah, maybe red. So we'll see. I mean, we're not passing, other than a Braid, much good red. We are passing some blue, but there's nothing like crazy good here. Nothing crazy good in this pack in general. So we'll take that. It does have an ability. The biggest issue here is you don't want cards that come into play and do absolutely nothing. The format is just too fast. I I mean, we could take a Terramorphic. I mean, these packs are just not very exciting. I mean, that's just not very exciting. I mean, this at least surveils, but it doesn't really go with their first pick. The best cards here, again, are Golgari focus cards. I mean, this one, but more so this one. We did pass a couple Golgari focus cards, though, too. So, I don't know if I just want to stay open here and take the Terramorphic. There's nothing here that's jumping out at me like, holy cow. I mean, I could try to cut blue, but I'm just not very excited with this stuff. Let's just take the Terramorphic and try to stay open for a little bit anyway. It's trying to make me go Golgari. That's harder to say than I thought it would be. Again, we could grab this and try to go extra colors. We could grab something like this. I mean, Bitter Triumph is great removal spell, and you know, black could be a splash for us. Even if we don't want to go, I really don't want to pull Golgari now because we passed two of these. We're gonna pass this. But we do need removal. I think that's probably what we take here. And this would be okay, but you're probably going to get more opportunities of those. Let's just take the strong removal spell. Ugh. Okay. There's also this. We could take another strong removal spell. Or we could take something that's going to give us some card draw and maybe start to cut into these colors a little bit. And I think that's probably what we want to do. Try to make black our splash and try to go Simic, Prismari, maybe, sure. I mean, the Tam's a good card. It can draw you some cards. It can win you some games. It has for me in the past. So, we'll take it. And they're really trying here. But a couple cards. I mean, these are always good. We have this would be fine. This is a strong removal spell, though. So we're going to go with that. This is also good for what we want. Unfortunately, again, we're passing some cards that we might like. But hopefully we did it late enough that it's okay. We'll see. But I do think we need to just secure some good removal. Set's got a lot of great removal, which is why I said earlier, I think it's important to have creatures that enter the battlefield with an ability or with a trigger, because if they don't, you're not getting anywhere a lot of the time. Okay, Slight would be fine. We're going to take this time around. And I think that's the pick. And we will just try to get maybe a little bit of big mana card draw and some creatures that do things, basically. That's what we're looking for. And then back that up with removal. Spell Pierce is a consideration. This is even a consideration. But that's more for the red blue deck. I mean, that's okay, but not really what we're getting into here. I could grab that, the splash for card draw, but I'm probably not going to just splash for that. So, this does surveil when it comes into play. We'll probably just take that. Do we play it? We'll see. But we don't want to get too top heavy with our curve, because again, the format is very fast. Very fast. So, Zombify. Probably, oh, this is good. This is a late... This is a good sign. Late textbook tabulator. These are quite good. Surveil 2 when it enters. The increment really builds faster than you would imagine. We'll take it. Another one of those isn't really where I want to be. I mean, we could grab one of these. At least this is kind of on curve no matter what. And it has a surveil enters the battlefield. So I think that's actually better than it seems. So right now we're just splashing for Bitter Triumph. But we'll keep an eye on black or other colors. We're definitely not tied into any splash at this point. Yeah, I mean, you can jump with this immediately, kind of, sort of. This gains you life. Sometimes it's just good to have 2-drops, so maybe right now we grab that, so we have a 2-drop there, but whether we play it, we'll see. We could get another one of these, or we could splash red for something like that, which would not be a terrible idea. I think let's grab that though first. I think that's better. I don't know if we play that, but okay. It can be fine. Same with this one. I don't know if we end up playing this, but if we really need removal once all is said and done here, one of these is okay sometimes. Again, we don't want to get too top heavy, but it's fine. All right. We don't need a third one of those. That gets a little overkill. These birds are not as good as you feel like they would be. Feed the swarm. Probably the pick here. Yeah, not a thrilling pack. I mean, this is not a bad creature at all, by any means. In fact, it can be quite good in the right deck, but not really where we are right now. So, I think it's just this. We could also do Witherbloom Charm, but I think we just take this. We'll look for some more color fixing opportunities as well. I'm probably not going to splash for the flyer, but I might grab this because we didn't take one of these earlier. I mean, we could splash Stress Stream as well. But I think, just in case, now we have 2 black. I'm going to grab this, I think. This is a pretty good, like, this is a great 1-drop. This is also pretty strong. I don't know if it's going to be quite as good in this deck as opposed to... Well, actually, it probably would be pretty good in this deck. I might take the rare here, though. This overperforms, I think, this 1-drop. I mean, considering it's a 1-drop, it does work. And maybe, we probably won't wheel that, unfortunately, but maybe we can grab another one if we're lucky. We're still only in pack 2. All right. Maybe this. I'm probably going to lean towards this, though. Anything else here of interest? Not really. This can be okay. Another one of these, though, is also good. A little bit lower curve, which I do like. I mean, this can be as well, but not right away. We can also splash for that. But I think this is just a nice, solid pick. Homesickness, maybe. Well, there's also a new here. I think we're probably going to go a new. I'd also really like the Titan's Grave, but I think I want this. It's nice to have the Death Touch creatures to gum up the board a little bit in this format, because again, it just happens quick. Right now, we don't have a ton of X-Spells. We just got one, but I think I'm taking this. This is solid. This would also be a fine pick. We do have to hopefully not completely forget about what we're doing as far as mana, but yeah, this is kind of where we want to be, I think. We got a lot of playables too, so I mean, we have the luxury of yanking a couple lands here and feeling pretty good about things. I would like a little more removal. Card draw, I think we're kind of close. Maybe one more piece of card draw. We have a lot of selection, though, which is good. I don't necessarily want a third one of these. I don't really want that though. Or that. So, okay, we'll take a third one. Probably not playing 3, but probably instead of grabbing another one of those, we'll just do one of these X spells that are on curve no matter what, basically. Do we play 2? Maybe not, but we'll see. Oh, we did get this. This actually did wheel. Good sign. Uh-huh. Okay. We might play that. Probably not that unless we're really, like, need removal spells. Okay. Alright, this is an awesome pickup. And as we go, maybe we can look for more ways to put +1/+1 counters on things. We do have several already. At least some, I should say. But yeah, this card's I mean, if your opponent doesn't get rid of it and use their premium removal on a 3-drop 0/2, it gets out of hand quick. And it does have increment, so even if I don't put a +1/+1 counter on it with anything, which I actually don't know if I have something that puts a +1/+1 counter on another creature now that I think about it. I have stuff that does, you know, puts it on itself, but I guess just the 1-drop here could. But even if you're not doing that, just increment and drawing cards off the 0/2 is good. Well, we need removal. This is removal. Anything else here of interest? That's okay. But I think we're taking this. I actually don't hate that card. I played it yesterday. Won us a game, but look what's here. Textbook tabulator. We'll take another one of those. All day long. We gotta watch our mana too. If we can get a duel that will give us black. Really just black-green, I guess. That'd be good. This is awesome. This deck's getting a lot better. Addictive Evolution's fantastic. It gives you a creature when it comes into play. So it doesn't just sit there and do nothing for 5, which is nice. And then it's another way to put counters on our Virtuoso, or our Pensive Professor as well. A little bit of card draw is an option. One of these this is probably, we got 2 good options here. We are trying to ramp a little bit, and we do have 2 of these already, so maybe this is it. Deduce would be good too if there just weren't better choices here for our deck. But that's good. There's another one of these. And that might be what we take. Shared roots might help with consistency, but I think there's also growth curve here, which I don't think would be bad in our deck. But I think I'd rather just have a third one of these. That's not bad. I'll probably just take that. I don't know if we play that for sure, but I don't think we want two of them. Another one of these. I don't hate the death touch creature, especially for 3. We'll take it. We can splash that easily. That's actually pretty great for us. Although I don't know if easily is the word. We didn't get much fixing in this pack. We didn't get any fixing in this pack. But I think at this point, I don't think we need that. That came back. I really don't like these. I don't think we need another one of those. Okay. And we don't need that. Okay. Green was open, though. Give it that. Blue, maybe a little bit less so. Somebody was definitely drafting the Izzet deck, which was fine. Fine by me. Okay. So let's see what we actually have here. We got a lot of good things. We're just going to have to balance. All right. A lot of creatures. We don't need 3 of those. 2, maybe. This is good basically just for the card draw. But you got to look at this as a card draw spell, right? And 5 mana for 2 cards, not great. However, 2 mana for 2 cards, great. But that's later in the game, and you already have some buff things on the board. If you're doing that, doesn't mean you're winning necessarily, but you might be. So that might get cut. This is great. We're gonna keep it. This is good. We'll keep those. Do we need 3 of those? Maybe, maybe not. We'll come back to that. We might be able to cut one of those. Do we need 2 of those? Maybe not. But again, I mean, this might smooth our land out. Let's see what's down here. 2 of those. Each opponent sacrifices an artifact of their choice. This is really good for getting rid of an artifact or enchantment, but your opponents don't always have those in this set. And I think we do have another way of getting rid of an enchantment. I'm probably more worried about an enchantment in most cases than an artifact, but sometimes there's problematic artifacts. This gets rid of an artifact too, right? This isn't the card I thought it was when I grabbed it. This is the Mind Roots card. I mean, it's okay, but there's the other 3. What was the other 3 draw? I thought it was a removal spell. Discards 2 cards, but up to 1 land card discarded this way. It's not bad, but it's also kind of not what we're doing. What I found awkward about this card is, yes, it does good things. It kind of messes with your opponent's hand, but the format's so fast, taking a turn off to do that at sorcery speed usually doesn't feel as good as you think it's going to. Okay, this gets rid of an artifact if we needed to, or perhaps a smaller flyer. But this is a question mark. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 really good removal spells right there. I don't think this is for our deck. Puts us down to just 5 things now. We gotta get rid of it. It's not too bad. how many creatures do we actually have? We have 19. We have a lot of creatures. 19, and we have 2 of these. Anything else here doubles a creature. This does as well. So we got a lot of creatures. So we can smooth out our creatures a little bit. I'm probably going to take this away because we have card draw in the form of that and this. Is that enough? I just hate the value there. It's just not always there. The infusion isn't going to be doing anything for us. Do we just want a vigilance spell? Vigilance 4 or 5? Probably not. Probably not. This at least does something when it enters the battlefield. This doesn't, though. But can be good. We don't have a ton of instants and sorceries, though. We are a little more creature heavy. But we have some big ones like this. This does have trample, so we'll hang on to it for right now. We only have to cut 3 more things. How is our mana looking? Terramorph. This. We got this. Keep the light on 2 drops, which is awkward, but we do have a couple good 1-drops. That might be the weakest part of this deck, actually. We didn't get any of those flyer X creatures. We passed one like early on. Never saw another one. Okay, I'm definitely going to go down to 2 of these. One thing maybe I'm wrong about this and it's just conspiracy theory, but I feel like cards tend to get clumped up in Arena. Like you seem to get, sometimes you draw pockets of the same card. I had an opponent that actually drew 3 of the same spell in a row when I played against them. I tend to see all of the same lands a lot in clumps. And I also tend to, when I play multiples of the same spell, sure enough, always get them together. So now maybe that's coincidence, maybe it's my perception, but I just feel like there's something weird when it comes to clumping with the shuffler, clumping similar cards, which is why I think multicolor decks tend to do better than 2-color decks. One of the reasons, I mean, it's a powerful, convergence can be very powerful, of course, but I feel like you don't have as much of a chance running into 6 islands in a row, if you're playing a 5-color deck or something. Again, I'm probably completely wrong, but just from my experience, I do actually make mulligan decisions and build my decks differently in Arena than I do in paper, which I don't know what that says, but anyway, we probably don't need that. Yeah, I mean, I wish we had like one more good removal spell. That one card I thought was a removal spell wasn't, but a couple 2-drops instead of maybe all these 3-drops would be great. Like instead of maybe something like this. I think if we play this, if we do play this, the one thing that's awkward about this, though, we don't have a lot of removal spells. If it catches one of our removal spells, we could be in trouble. And if it goes to the bottom of the library, that would be bad. Now, Terramorphic, if we have that, could shuffle, but it's our only shuffle effect. Maybe that can go. Because we do have this for fixing from our creatures. Anything else creature-wise that helps us fix? I mean, card draw hopefully gets you there. Yeah, so, well, We have 2 spells, but they are removal spells. They are pretty critical. So yeah, I think this mana is going to be fine. Okay, I think we're there. Let's try this. Not perfect. This deck could be a little better, but we'll see what it does. Hey, Molly. Yeah, sometimes, right? That's all you can do. You gotta hope that if Arena's doing some weird things with lands or with cards, then hopefully it happens to your opponent too, right? This is a good hand to open things up. I mean, at least we can play this early if we need to, and we can get our colors, and sure. So we're going first. We'll keep it. Be nice to have maybe a 3-drop in this hand, but has 2 attackers. Alright, so they're playing a mountain. We're going to fool them a little bit here. Take a swamp. This can get quite out of hand sometimes. Sometimes you have to kind of get the combo going though, and these lower hold decks, they can do that. It's not really that difficult a lot of the time anyway. Let's do that. We are hitting a lot of land. We're going to play this out for 2. Surveil. Okay, yeah, these are actually decent. We'll go with the increment first. Well, they want us to block. I'm actually okay doing so. Okay. This probably won't survive, but we'll see. We have an instant we could play if they happen to play a creature before they try to blow it up. But we'll see. I mean, it's only going to do 1 damage anyway. Okay, well, that's not bad. If the Death Touch creature lives, we can play our Fractal next turn. I can also blow up the 3/3 if I really wanted to, but I don't think I care about it that much. There's going to be worse things coming. No planeswalkers in these colors, but there's going to be worse creatures coming. I'm sure. I am sure of it. Another one of these. Hitting all our removal. Weird how that happens, huh? Okay, now I don't think they're going to be attacking with these necessarily, but I am going to tap one of those down. Make their decisions a little harder when it comes to blocking if this survives, which it won't, of course. Huh. I don't have a great place for these to go, so I'm probably not going to do that. I think I'm just going to take this. This is kind of nice. We'll hold on to our instance here. Let's get in. Yeah, now this could start to get out of hand, so we're not going to let that go, but I'm trying to think if I want to just, I probably don't want to make it a 3-3, unfortunately. Probably going to have to burn this because they're starting to kind of build up their board pretty nicely here. What was I saying about cards getting clumped together? Could play this. We've kind of, I think that'd actually be fine. Let's do this. Pensive Professor. All right. I'll try to race here a little bit. We know we're taking 3. I could block the 3/3s if they attacked with them. They're probably going to try to blow up that 0-2 if they, I mean, they got 5 cards. That, I mean, that's what you save removal for, that a card like that. It's a little awkward that we pulled it the way we did. Sure. So we do have to start doing something here. We've got to deal with these flyers. We'll just say, well, they're tapped out now, but at some point this is not going to, I mean, we can always discard, I guess. All right, we'll just have to keep that in mind, not lose our entire hand. Let's move on. We'll let them go. Hopefully they don't have an instant that messes up our Pognify, but in those colors I think we're okay. That's got to go, so let's see what we draw here that we can pitch. Pitch the spell we can't play. How's that sound? We need to hit something here. I'm afraid we're reaching a land clump. So we're definitely taking one. I mean, this can increment. How many cards we have left, too? Only 14. Okay. And they could do that. They could just have these 3. Get another 2/2. Yeah. Keeps them a little bit open. Possess the 1, unless they do 1 more damage. They can. Okay, well, last game. Alright, good beats. That kind of outran ours. I mean, it was Boros, so... I mean, Lorehold isn't all about aggro necessarily, but there are versions of the deck that are. There are aggro cards in there. And we got beat by that. Outpaced by that this time around. Okay. I don't hate how our deck played, though. We did have a lot of removal, which we did use. Okay. Sure. Oh, that's nice. More red. Great. Can blow this up. There it is, Burst Lightning. Could hold this back a turn and play 2 things, but I can also play this if this survives. This probably won't survive, though. I think maybe we just do this and surveil and kind of bide our time a little bit. See if they just want to blow this 2/2 up instead. They probably won't, but okay, we definitely don't need the land. This is probably fine. Yep. I felt like they had an itchy trigger finger, especially since they haven't been playing anything. Another Lorehold deck. They don't have white though, so I don't want to just throw this out. I don't want to throw this out there without a play. Let's put this out. And if we trigger this, and I mean, they might be stuck on land. In this case, we gotta work to capitalize here. I'd hate to lose this, but I think I'm just gonna throw it out there. They'll at least put a counter on that. And if they really are stuck, then they're in trouble. Yeah, okay. Well, we kind of stole one there. Our opponent got all mountains, no plains. I guess they just figured they had the removal spells to deal with the early stuff. They'll hit a plains, and unfortunately, you know, unfortunately, that doesn't always happen. They were on the play too, right? Yeah. So I mean, they were drawing one less card. I don't know. Wonder what their hand looked like. We saw a lot of it, but okay. Well, this is terrible, and we're going first, unfortunately. But we're gonna have to mulligan. Yeah. Okay. So what are we keeping here? Yikes! You kind of want to keep all this stuff, right? And getting this out is a thing. We would maybe hit some more lands. We don't have a lot of removal. We don't want to throw that away. I mean, this can get annoying quick. This will give us more mana, though, but we don't have anything to spend it on right now. So I think that probably is what we're going to ship. Keep the cheaper stuff. Let's play this on turn 1. And that way, if we draw a 2-drop, which I don't know if we will, but we don't. So I'm just going to Terramorph. Not a great hand for us, I don't think. Especially if we fall behind Is It colors. That can be bad. That can get bad quickly. Counter magic. Like right now they're holding up counter magic. I don't want to throw out anything too great. You know this is going to get essence scattered. Oh, I think was that at the end of our turn? I think they might have played that too quickly. Oh no, it was. Okay. Oh, I don't have 2 blue anyway. I was thinking the forest was an island because it looks so blue. So again, I'd love to run this out, but you know it ain't gonna get there. Made them waste their turn, I guess. This is something I would entertain running out to pull a spell out of their pull a counter spell out of their hand. Because at least we get the increment right, and if it goes through, awesome. Well, it did. Maybe they have removal. Okay, Violent Outburst, sure. It's not the worst thing, though. At least we get a 1/1. Okay. I mean, they're outpacing us with the instance. I mean, unless they don't run into any significant board presence, they're probably winning this game, and with stock up, they'll hit what they need, so I don't think we're getting this one. Our start was just too slow. I mean, Essence Scatter Man is still up. I'm going to play the card they know we have. See if they want to scatter it. No. Discard it again. So maybe they are kind of looking for something. They got a lot of cards, though. That can be annoying, but there's worse things. So we just try to run this out, or do we hit him with one of these? I'm gonna try to run that out. It went. Now, if they do play, I mean, they'll probably just blow this up. But if they do play a creature, We can tap it down. I mean, we're in a pretty good spot, but they're going to do something, clearly. A paradigm card. Which one is this? Okay. Exile cards to the top of your library until you exile cards still mana 4 greater. You may cast any number of those spells. Yeah, that's bad. That's not good. But we do have an opportunity here. I mean, this one can be a little awkward at times. Probably kill this, right? Yeah. Interesting to see what they play here, though. They have 4 mana available. Got a grip full of cards. I mean, unless we just outrun them because they get too bottlenecked, but they should be able to balance the board here. They had to discard. Okay. What you got? Let's go into damage, huh? Counter for that? I would not mind if they... Yeah, perfect. If they Essence Scatter that... It was Essence Scatter, but... If they counter that, then we can buff this with stuff. They're also down to 7 cards. I don't know if they can even play this comfortably. Well, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. Put it on the top. They're not playing any creatures. But if they do, and they can't disrupt what we're doing... There's a creature, finally. Exile target, now land permanent. Well, I think they got us. Sure, they got another counter for those. We're gonna try though. Yep, there it is. How many cards do they have left? 5. They gotta do damage to us though. nothing. Well, I guess the awkward part is they can get cards back by doing that. So while they're tapped out. So they can actually get to that if they wanted to, but then they would probably not be in a good place, huh? Okay. So now they could take back... I mean, they can beat us. They could take back the card that gives them the 2 flyers. Play it next turn. How many turns would they have? Well, I can do that. I don't know if I would have taken that. I'm going to have to take some damage to do this. I mean, this will get tapped. Yeah, you can also do the damage to me, huh? Mm-hmm. Got no green. You can let that go. Can you counter that? Probably. No. But unless we can do something about the flyer. Which, I mean, right now is on the bottom of their library. If they have another one, or they can get one out of their graveyard, which I think is what they probably should have done, instead of taking the Violent Outburst myself. But, of course, they know... they don't know what's in my deck, I suppose. Let's go. Take the bigger blocker. Surveil. Sure. Attack with the 2/4/4s, they have to block. Leaves them with a 3/3. I mean, something could happen where I get blown out. I mean, they can also gain life. So I might be opening myself up for no real reason here. They're gonna block. Well, or not. Well, they just took it. Okay. We know what their last card is. They can't beat us. We don't know what's in their hand. We don't know what they paradigming. Okay. Sure. Turn the favor. Okay. Or yeah. Is return favor. Sure. Just put this on the bottom. Put this on the bottom. Because their next card locks up a creature if it gets by. Okay. Well, that doesn't do it. Sure. This is a long one. No attacks. Alright, last card. Raise off. Okay. Sure. Time walk. Are they just dragging this out as long as they possibly can? Yeah. Okay. So thanks for thanks for that, opponent. All right. Well, we won. Eventually, they decked themselves. I know that makes for a riveting gameplay, but here we are. All right. So we're 2-1. Let's see what happens next. All right. A little land heavy, but we got good plays. We'll keep this. No counter magic. Looks like probably a similar deck to ours. We got swamp, so they'll probably have some good removal. They're off to a fast start. This might just get blown up, and if it does, it does. It gets a card out of their hand, but I kind of want to get it out there, because if it doesn't get blown up, we play, say, this next turn or what have you, yeah, that would be good for us. They must not have a... Yeah, they didn't have a play more than 2 that they wanted to do. Okay. Looks like they got some... Yeah, okay. Could tap something down if I felt that was important. I mean, using the cheaper spell, so using, well, they're all 3s, I guess, so that is what it is. Let's just put the beefy card out. Oh, I can't. I didn't play the forest. Okay, that's fine. Let's put, then, let's tap down. Don't want them gaining life. That could get awkward. At least until we can deal with that thing. Okay. Okay, we need to hit our removal spells, which means we need to draw. Throw this Death Touch creature out there and hope for the best. Might not have been a bad idea to play this as opposed to this the last turn, just so it could start growing, but it also, we would have taken more damage too, so it's a little awkward. We're going to try to deal with the 6/6 best we can. I mean, this is going to make a 3/3 if it dies now. I could chump it, but we also have to deal with this in the future, so I don't think I will chump it. I'm just going to take some damage here. We're going to get outrun again. Oh, another Death Touch creature is nice. Doesn't grow that, unfortunately, but we can play a 3-drop as well. So let's do it in this order. Let's get this out. Surveil. Death Touch. Okay. Drawing a lot of lands too. Awkward. But we can play this. Sure. We'll be dead to that pretty soon if we can't draw a removal spell. Yep. Okay. This can't kill this. It's going to leave a 3/3 behind. It can kill that. Giant growth. Okay, got us then. Alright. Could have hit me with that, I suppose. Well, the flyer is probably just going to kill us here shortly, but the 4/4 and the 3/3 are big problems too. Got something for that? Yeah. Better triumph. Okay. Yup. At this point, even one removal spell is not going to be enough to deal with everything we're dealing with. This game, we went first, right? But we did have a pretty land-heavy hand. Sure. Yep. Just curious what our draw is. Of course it is. This would have been helpful a while ago. So we are now, what, 2-2? When we lose, we kind of get rolled over pretty quick. So the deck has kind of a, I think, early curve issue, which we knew going in. We didn't have enough 2-drops probably. I could play, I don't know if it's worth it. There's that one other 2-drop that I had that I didn't play. That one. Other than that, there's nothing to really lower our curve here. If I played that, what would I take out? We still haven't seen our addictive evolution. We haven't even seen it. That would help us. Just don't think I really want to take anything out for that. It's just not good. I mean, I realize our curve is an issue, but it's just not a very good card. It's a little better in Golgari if you need the life gain to trigger other things. Then I would consider playing it, of course, but in this deck, not great. Not great. Alright, opponent's going first. We really need to draw land here for this to be useful. So, I mean, we could keep this. It's a little risky, but we are on the draw, so I think we're going to do it. Hope for the best here. Fingers crossed. No lands. Of course, we get the 6-drop. You're always going to get the 6-drop. If we get land that time, we probably will not get land for a couple more draws. That seems to be... In fact, if I were to guess, I'm going to say we're going to get our high-end curve stuff. Maybe even the second copy of this. Let's see. Let's see. Prove me wrong, kids. Gee. Yeah. 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 I don't know what to say about that. I just don't know what to say about that. Guess we're just playing this because we need to play something. Can you blow that up before it increments? That's the question. That's the question. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's uncanny. Like, I don't have ESP or anything. But I played enough Arena to know how it works, and it totally was going to put these two cards next to each other in our draws. Once I saw the first one and saw we don't have land coming, I was like, we're not getting land, and we're probably getting another high-end card, and it's probably this one. Okay. So this eventually is a land, but it's going to take us back another turn, which we may or may not survive that. Our opponent doesn't have anything out, so I think we just have to go with it. That's terrible, though. I can grab a forest with it if I need to play this instead of trying to grab a swamp, even though that if we don't grab a swamp, that could bite us later. But I think it just might have to bite us later. What does this do? That could mill us out if our opponent's not just trying to mill themselves for... I mean, they don't have any white yet. Okay. I think we're going to just go for... I don't have to go for the... I might go for this. Just because we might need to get rid of that. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Let's play this out. Let's just surveil. Okay, there's the forest we want. I think this is probably, we have too many plays. We're just going to play what we have in our hand and take that forest. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we lose our forest, but and another removal spell, and another removal spell. All right, I think that's game. And you know, maybe not. Maybe our opponent will totally be stymied as well, but they'll probably just mail us out here. We need to hit. It's a good thing I took the swamp now, because our 2 removal spells that are not black are gone. And if they mill us again, which probably will, I bet they hit at least one of our 2. Yep. The 3 removal spells were back to back to back in the deck. Right? Were they next to each other, or were they separated by, you know, those 2 were together. Then they killed those things. And then there was the next removal spell. I should just like they're gonna ride this 0-2 to victory here. I should just bet on what next draws would be in arena. Probably make a lot of money. Got a counterspell? No. Okay. They have 5 cards in hand. They might be missing colors though. Okay, they got that. Sure. Yep. There goes. Hey, we finally saw our addictive addictive evolution. There it is. A lot of lands. There's only 1 removal spell left in the deck. And I think I just saw it go by. Yep. Okay. We're down to... yeah, we're actually decked. All right, there you go. Well, that's fun. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. That I actually called in 2 separate occasions, actually 3 separate occasions, I think, what was going to be on top of our deck. Definitely 2. 2 where I named the precise card that was going to be drawn. I don't know what to say. Part of me is kind of like, this can't be real, right? Like I must be making this up, that the shuffler is that bad that I can predict it. But it's on video. It just happened twice. So I don't know what to say about that. But I had a good time regardless, and I hope you did as well. Before I go, well, let's claim our 2 wins. Yay. Before we do go, I want to open a few packs. What can we open here? Let's open a few of these Strixhaven packs. I might save 1 because I like to always kind of keep 1 so you can listen to the music, although we're going to get more Strixhaven packs. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I don't know how loud the audio is in the game, and I know it's sort of quiet, but if you listen closely, like if you go to a pack and you hover on it, it plays the music from that game, from that set, because each set kind of has its own board and has its own music. So I'll be quiet for a second so you can listen. So there you go. So I didn't realize that for the longest time, actually. Wild card. That was funny. That last game was something else. Crop rotation, erode. Crop rotation's kind of cool. All right, well, having said all that today, real quick before I go, just one more fast reminder. This stream was brought to you by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now, you can pick up Secrets of Strixhaven products there. You can also pre-order Marvel. There it is, Marvel Superheroes. And they have a whole lot of other great items on their website as well, Magic related and otherwise. So check them out. If your order's over $100 or consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the U.S. And if you're looking for a direct link to their site, check out the description below. And at the end of the stream, I will put one in the comments section as well. So it'll be there if you're watching this on the replay. And yeah, again, that's kind of everything for today. Thank you all for joining me. And like I said at the beginning of the video, hopefully within the next couple weeks here, I'll be able to start doing market watches again with some regular pace like it was. And, you know, like I said, I just had some family issues that are taking time, and those videos take a lot of time to make, actually. So is what it is. They take way too much time to make, honestly. It's gotten worse over the years as there's more cards and more formats that spike cards. So back when I first started doing the market watch, there was no Pioneer. There was no 93 and 94 existed, but it wasn't really much of a thing back in those days. There was no pre-modern. There was no there was which set were we on when I started? Cons of Tarkir, right? I think when I started the channel, was it Cons or was it? I think it was Cons. I don't think it was. Well, yeah, it was Cons. Fate Reforged was coming out. I think the first videos I ever did was a Fate Reforged like set review, and I think it was before the product came out. So yeah, that's a lot of sets that have been added, and you know what used to not take me terribly long now is kind of a whole, it takes days to make a market watch video now. So I don't know, I'm probably going to have to in some way change how I do it. Maybe just feature less cards, kind of do a top 10 or whatever, you know, instead of going sometimes 20, 30, 40 cards. It's just becoming impossible. And yeah, you know, so speculation market's a lot bigger, obviously, today than it was. It was bigger during the pandemic than it is today, but still a bigger thing than it was when I started doing the market watch videos. So anyway, enough of all that. Until next time, hey, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please give us a like and subscribe, and have a great day.